Good morning, gentle viewers. Welcome to another edition of Uncle Bobby's Cybertronian Corner. Soundwave update. He's here. After a stupendously amount of waiting, he's finally here. So, we can move on from Soundwave. However, we're going to use the dice, we're going to roll, and we're going to find out who we're going to do today. First and foremost, we're going to use our coin. Heads, top shelf. Tails, bottom shelf. The Alicon that's over here is going to be part of the bottom shelf. Heads. Alrighty. So we start at the top shelf with an 8-sided die. And we're going to go Power the Primes Rodimus, 1. Soundwave, 2. Override, 3. Crankcase, 4. Pink RC, 5. Hound, 6. Ultra Magnus, 7. And the Alicon's going to be number 8. Number 4. Crankcase. Crankcase, the leader of the Decepticon Dreads. Including, who was it? Hatchet. He was another SUV. Berserker. No, Hatchet was a jet. Berserker was the SUV, along with Crankcase. Crankcase, of course, is an SUV. Then there was Dreadbot. He was a beat up VW bus. Inflictor was a helicopter, and Assaulter was a boat. And they were Megatron's search and destroy team. They weren't Seekers. The Seekers went out and said, hey, this place is full of energon, but it's also full of indigenous life that's going to mess with us, or there's a small cybertronian colony there, and if we go poking around and digging around, the Autobots are going to start, making life difficult. So Megatron would send Crankcase and the Dreads in, destroy all that. But before he was leader of the Dreads, he was a janitor in the Cybertronian the Cybertronian Energy Distribution Center. He was a janitor. He swept the floors. Hey, job's a job, right? Job's a job. Now, a lot of people say that he's a direct mold of Skids. See, Skids, these go up on Skids and everything. I don't see where it's a direct mold, mate, but I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert, and I've never claimed to be. So I don't see it, and that's all I'm gonna say about it is I don't see it. This way you can see him. But as usual, because there's no reason to break with tradition just because he's a Decepticon and not a nice person. So we're going to first show you the front of the box. This is the portrait side of the box, the art side of the box, the back of the box, the top of the box, the bottom of the box, inside the box. Okay, now that's done. Yeah, once the war started up, he was just like, hey, I don't really like the Autobots either. I don't like what they were doing to us, making me so I have to be a lonely janitor. I don't really like any of you guys either because he hates everybody, and there's very, very few things that he loves. He loves watching his enemies die. He's a little savage as far as that goes. By the way, this is tea, not alcohol. So, and it's not a Long Island iced tea either. Actually, it's warm tea. So, just so everybody knows. Inside with crankcase, you get the instructions. You get a transparent blaster. You get a detachable grill that becomes a secondary blaster. And you get him. And you get a purplish background, which I throw away. And you get that piece of paper that has, I don't know, probably a whole bunch of legal mumbo jumbo on it. And of course, I put my cheat sheet in there. So that was in the box too. But you don't care about that, do you? I know you don't. That's for me anyway, so don't worry about it. But yeah, as soon as he started working for the Decepticons, he became leader of the S&D squad, the Dreads. In the live-action movies, he actually has dreads. Two or three of the Dreads are there. I think Berserker is there, and who's the other SUV? Where's the tow truck? No, it's Berserker, Crankcase, and the tow truck. Whichever one the tow truck is, I don't remember which one the tow truck is. Anyway, 3 out of 4 of the Dreads are in the live-action movie. Which one? I don't remember. I don't. If you watch my channel, you know I don't really cotton to the Bayhem. So, but the original G1 was an action or a blast master or whatever, and these two little guns right up here and up here. See that? Yeah. Those were a lot longer and came up over his shoulder. And in the comic book, they're really pronounced. Um, and from what I understand, those are his main weapons. The main ones he goes to are those. And they sit over his shoulders, and they just blast, 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 blast. Wherever he looks, it shoots. I mean, heck, if I had a point and click system like that, I'd use it too. Um, let me see. Unless I'm forgetting something. I mean, he had the original, he had some comic book time. He was part of the commercials. And I think he was in a little bit of season 4. Other than that, that's about all I can say about Crankcase, because, like I said, I don't get into the Bayhem. Apparently, he had a decent part in one of the movies, but one of the Autobots pretty much killed him. Which one? I don't know. So, that's the history, or at least the history as much as I know of it. So, why don't you come on over? We'll go through his articulation, his transformation, and then show you what I've done with the new double-sided tape on the Hive. Yeah, sorry about the zero display. Friday kind of snuck up on me. So, but I'll make it up next week. Until then, come on over. All right. Dip you down so we can see what we're doing. Alrighty. Well, as far as articulation goes, his arm, round circle, his head, back and forth, up and down, side to side. So, not bad. I mean, he can't really look up or down. He can say yes. He can say no. He can turn around circle, so he can go full exorcist. These do not come out like Skids does, so whatever on that. Bicep swivel, beautiful elbow bend, and a rotating fist, which is nice. Rotating waist, and a lifting chest. Ah! That hip swivel, I guess. I can't call that a thigh swivel because it doesn't swivel at the thigh. But we'll come up that far. But we'll go back only that far because of the backpack. The knee is beautiful. The ankle tilt is stupendous. It's just beautiful as far as that goes. And then not only does he have a pop-up chest, he's got a removable one. And then this, you take this and you pop that down there. And you can put this in his hand, and he can go pew pew, bang, pew pew, pew pew, pew pew pew. Because it doesn't really make the sound of pew, it's just pew. And then his other gun goes in his other hand, and now he can go double pew, 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 blast. Actually, that looks like, because it's the double barrel, that looks more like it would go. But then again, he's supposed to be search and destroy, so that would make sense. Anywho, weapons aside, front grill aside, I kind of like him like this in robot mode. I mean, with the grill is okay, but I kind of like him like that in robot mode. I don't know, that's just me. But as far as transformation goes, it's pretty simple. Make sure his back is connected, pop his wheels out, pop those out, bend there so the back connects. Now we work on the front. Okay. Ratchet all of this back, and the head should just tuck in all on its own. Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah, well, sometimes that happens. It becomes unpegged again, but that's okay. Just repeg it. It's simple. Okay. And accordion all that in until that connects there. Alright. Now, what you do with the arms is you double ratchet these in here. Okay? Till that's flush, and the fist is back in here. Double ratchet it in. Make sure the wheel well is under that. You close these sides down, and then you just, you fiddle fart with it until, it's my grandfather used to call it, you're fiddle farting with it. Whenever he was fixing something and you had to work it into place, that's what he'd call it. And there is crankcase. In that mode, let's put his grill on. Yeah. Now he can have headlights. And you take the weapon, you put it there, or you put it there, or take that off, and you put it there, and now he can go and double shoot as he's going down the road. Okay, I'm still working on the editing so I can get sound effects, because I know mine suck, but he can roll pretty good. And for now, he's gonna go up on the top shelf up here. Here's what's going on with the hive. True collectors look away. Gorilla mounting tape. Nothing has fallen down in like 4 days. That goes up there. This is going to go up there. I hope you true collectors are still looking away. That goes on the wall. And we're going to take Senor Crankcase's picture. We're going to put it right here. That goes in the drawer. And Crankcase himself. I'm going to put him over here. Next to Barricade. So, I'm going to space that out more. And I should be getting the rest of Thundercracker's, the other wing for Thundercracker. Unfortunately, it's Starscream's wing. So I gotta bring it to a nail salon so they can match the color for me and bake it on. But other than that, once I get the stickers and I get the wing painted, we can build a cracker. You. I'm still debating whether or not I'm gonna make that a special edition. I'm probably just gonna leave that for the day that he gets rolled because he deserves it. And he's 40 years old. So he can sleep the way he wants to. I would say that Crankcase appreciates the time you spent with us. The truth is, Crankcase doesn't appreciate anything because he doesn't like anybody or anything except watching his opponents die and getting over on people and bullying people. He's really not he's not a nice bot. He really is not. Um, so from the hive and the corner, they thank you. I thank you. So please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't. If you have a question, please drop it in the comment section. If I know, I will let you know, and I'll give you a shout out when I answer your question. I'll give you a shout out. If I know the answer. If not, I'll try to find out. If I can't find out, I'll give you a shout out and say, hey, you know what? I researched it for a while. I don't know. I tried to find out. I'm sorry. But you know what? That's all on that day. I'm going to sit back and enjoy my tea. And enjoy this beautiful day that the gods have brought us. So, from your uncle, from the corner, we love you. Later.